Hello everyone. I am Udaya, working as assistant professor in the Department of Agricultural Engineering at Sri Shanmuga College of Engineering and Technology. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the topic precipitation, types of precipitation and different forms of precipitation. Okay, so let me explain what is precipitation. So precipitation is nothing but any form of water that is coming from the atmosphere to the earth surface. So whether it may be liquid form or solid form or in vapor state, the discharge of water coming from the atmosphere to the earth surface, that is called precipitation. So there are different forms of precipitation. The first common form of precipitation is rainfall. Okay, so rain is the most common form of precipitation. So rain droplet, it should be size of the rain droplet should be greater than 0.5 mm, and rain droplets it will come from the clouds, cloud droplets coalesce, which means cloud droplets combine together through sublimation, and it grows in size and it forms a packet, water packet like formation, that is cloud. And at a temperature below 0 degrees Celsius, that is above freezing temperature, rainfall occurs. Okay, so the main characteristics of rainfall, it can be light, it can be of light intensity, moderate or heavy intensity. And major contributor, rainfall, it is one of the major contributor to the surface runoff as well as groundwater recharge. Generally rainfall is measured in unit called millimeter. And the importance, rainfall, it is a primary source of water for our surface water bodies like rivers, reservoirs, and mainly for irrigating the agricultural lands. And it is one of the major source which influence the occurrence of floods and droughts. The second form of precipitation is drizzle. Drizzle is also a miniature version of rainfall. It is very light and very fine. The size of the water droplet in drizzle is less than 0.5 mm, and it falls slowly when compared to rainfall. Usually it occurs due to low level clouds, and it is low intensity, but drizzle, it lasts very long duration. And drizzle does not contribute significantly to runoff. Light or moderate precipitation, it contributes much for runoff. Drizzle mostly moistens our soil surface, and also it helps to reduce evaporation loss from surface water. The next form of precipitation is snow. Snow is precipitation in solid form. It consists of ice crystals or snowflakes. Snow occurs generally at a temperature below 0 degrees Celsius, and it is formed directly by the deposition of water vapor into the ice in the atmosphere itself. The main characteristics of form is that it accumulates generally on the ground as snow cover, and it melts slowly due to but contributing to delayed runoff. Snow acts as a natural water storage, and it is important for river flow in cold regions. The next form of precipitation is sleet. Sleet, it looks like sugar crystals. It is a liquid precipitation initially in the atmosphere, but when it reaches near the ground, it freezes and forms like a sugar-like crystals. Okay, sleet is a frozen or partially frozen precipitation. So it's a small in size, small sugar crystal size. So it occurs when snowflakes melt partially, and it refreezes before reaching the ground, and it appears in the form of small ice pellets. It falls faster than snow, but it makes the surface slippery, and it will not contribute much to the water resource, but it is very important in cold climate hydrology. The next important form of precipitation is hail. Hail is the precipitation. Here the precipitation occurs in the form of ice balls or large lumps. As you can see in the image, when hail from the atmosphere, it reaches the earth surface, it is having the tendency to even break the window glass of the car or any glass object, any brittle objects, because its sizes varies from a few millimeters to several centimeters. So it is coming from such a height light, when it reaches the earth surface, it will break even the glasses of cars, other brittle objects. Okay, it causes damage to crops, buildings, vehicles, and its contribution is very negligible for groundwater recharge. The next one, freezing rain. Freezing rain generally occurs when rain freezes upon contact with cold surfaces. Okay, rain actually occurs in the liquid form, but when it reaches near the cold surfaces, it freezes and forms a coating. Okay, so here the rain falls through warm air, and when it reaches a cold layer near the ground, it freezes instantly on contact and it forms a smooth ice coating. It is extremely hazardous for transportation. So these are the forms of precipitation. Next we can discuss about types of precipitation. So there are three types of precipitation. First one, convective precipitation. Second one, orographic precipitation. Third one, cyclonic precipitation. We can remember each precipitation by a keyword. So generally convective precipitation occurs during summer season. Orographic precipitation occurs in the mountainous region. Cyclonic precipitation occurs mainly contributes during monsoon season. Okay, let us discuss each precipitation in detail. So first we will start with convective precipitation. Convective precipitation generally occurs due to intense heating of Earth's surface by solar radiation, that is during dry season, summer season. Here warm air, it becomes lighter and it rises vertically to the atmosphere. In the atmosphere, it cools adiabatically, leads to condensation and cloud formation. It results in heavy rainfall. Generally, it occurs during summer afternoons in association with lightning and thunder. Okay. So it is common in tropical and equatorial regions. So it leads to high intensity rainfall, but it occurs generally during summer season. So it is short duration rainfall. It covers only small area. It is associated with cumulus clouds. Next one, orographic precipitation. Orographic precipitation generally occurs in the mountainous region or elevated terrain. So when cold air passes through the atmosphere or the earth surface, travels near the earth surface, it is about to reach the barrier called mountain. So here when the moist air, it is supposed to rise over a mountain or a elevated terrain. Here the rising air cools and condenses and it produces rainfall on the windward side, and generally the other side of the mountain, it is a rain shadow region. It gets only the small drizzle of precipitation. The main characteristics of orographic precipitation is moderate to heavy rainfall on the windward side. The other side, it is almost dry and it has only light or no rainfall. It is long duration rainfall and rainfall occurs most often. Next one, cyclonic precipitation. It is also called as frontal precipitation. So generally cyclone occurs in the low pressure belt in the anti-clockwise direction in the northern hemisphere. So here two air masses, let us consider cold air and warm air, it meets up. So when the intensity of the cold air, it is higher than warm air, cold air suddenly rises. So that is called cold front and reaches the atmosphere. Okay. So when the intensity of warm air is maximum when compared to cold air, the warm air rises immediately to the atmosphere. Then it is called warm front. So this is a regular precipitation that is occurs during monsoon season. It is general rainfall. It covers large area. It is intensity of this rainfall is moderate to heavy. It is generally long duration rainfall. So this is about the types of precipitation. So in this lecture we have discussed about what is precipitation, different forms of precipitation and different types of precipitation. So I hope this video lecture will be useful to you. Thank you. Thank you once again.